one, I wanted to show you how to do a simple wrap on a bridesmaid bouquet once it's done, but this is true for a bridal bouquet too. So we have decided that this garden rose is the front of our bouquet, and bouquets should be held low so that you can see the person's dress or suit or whatever they're wearing that day. And so be sure that you always tell your brides to hold them low, because when people get nervous, they want to lift them up like this and put them up here, and then that throws off the proportion of everything. So make sure you tell them to hold them low. But what I want to focus on today is wrapping this stem once the bouquet is finished. So under here, I have this bound with bind wire. So that's really the mechanic that's holding it all in place exactly in this shape that we want. And then I went over that with stem wrap so that it's smooth. And now I'm going to put the ribbon on. So here's my front, that garden rose. And what I'm going to do, can you see this? What I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this like I would stem wrap or floral tape. Okay, I'm going to make it as tight and smooth as I can. I want to make sure when I come around the first time that I'm lining up with that edge, that first edge. So you can go around as many times as you want. Just remember, ribbon costs money. You're trying to make it smooth and consistent. And then once you get to the end and you know you want that to be the front, what I do is then I find the back and I'm going to cut a little bit here. I want to end up with my pins in the back. So it's easy for me to tell the bride, this is the back. You don't want to leave this edge because it might fray, so you're going to tuck that underneath. And again, you want to make that as straight as possible. So your line on the bottom and the top is straight. And now I am about opposite that garden rose I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the pins. And we have a whole bunch of different corsage and boot pins here. I'm just choosing to use a regular boot pin. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go right on this bend that I made, and I'm going to angle this up into the bouquet, into the stems. And the reason you want to do it that way is so that that pin is up here where no one would ever touch it. And then you can do a line of these, you can just do 2 of them. So they're partly just pretty and they're partly serving a purpose, right? They are helping to hold this ribbon in place so it's not going to come off during the wedding. You want to try to make sure that your pins are straight up and down and evenly spaced. And then what I would tell the bride is the pin goes on your belly button. It's like that.